welcome everyone to this Thursday night's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. And I tell you what, tonight, for a change, we're going to bring you both woods and waters. So great show for you tonight. I've got two awesome gentlemen. And let me tell you something, this is two organizations that they represent are very much Christian-based organizations. They give back, and I want you to understand what they give back to and how important it is that I think as outdoors people like myself, we need to support these groups. And I promise you, you will come away with a little bit better feeling about giving to these organizations. Now, they're not just an organization, they are, they got some products that you can buy that'll make your next experience in the outdoors even better. So we're going to widen out our screen and talk to my first guest. Now, I don't know if you guys remember him or not, but this is Matthew Humble. Matthew was on the show, what has it been, 3-4 years?
Yeah, it's been about 3 or 4 years now.
I noticed your hair's gone now, and you get to where you look like me.
A little bit of stress, in my line of work, a little bit of stress, lose the hair.
I want to tell everybody, you're with the Russellville Police Department.
I am.
In Russellville, Kentucky.
Russellville, Kentucky.
And he you know, he helps me because I go through Russellville just like every Friday, and I come through every Sunday.
Yeah, well.
But you know, Joe and I have the place up there in Lawrenceburg, Lewisburg, which is about what, 14 miles.
It's
my place is 14
county.
miles.
Yeah, it's in the same county. So.
And Russellville's the county seat for Logan County.
Yeah.
And Matthew, y'all have just done an awesome job. Now, when we met like 3 or 4 years ago, you were just getting started.
Right.
And we got you on the show, and you had a couple of duck calls and a goose call and stuff like that. But now, man, y'all have...
We've expanded on out, and it's being blessed right now. So it's expanding on out, and we're moving on out and have a lot more products to give, and some pretty quality products.
Yeah, they are. That's some great sounding products too, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. And we're excited about everything that was going on, and like you were talking about the giving back part of it, 10% of our profit made we give back to different charities of fallen police and military. We're Christian based. We believe in giving back the profit that we make.
You also give back, certain ones go back to breast cancer awareness.
Breast cancer awareness. We have pink calls, believe it or not, dipped in pink mossy oak, got a slate and a grunt call. And the percentage of sales goes back. My mother is a survivor of breast cancer awareness.
Awesome.
So myself and my brother own this company.
You need to tell Mom, say hi, Mom.
Hello, Mom, after watching. And my brother that owns the company with me, he spent 13 years in the Marine Corps. But we came out with this, wanting to give back to that because my mom made it through it, and anything that can help other people survive through breast cancer, we're gonna do whatever, you know, we can help out. So
well, we're excited to help you promote it and help you be a part of it. You know, I personally don't have anybody in my family, knock on wood, that has had breast cancer, but I tell you what, I know it's a great cause that you guys are funded and help funded. So thank you so much for that. And we're gonna talk to him more and more about it. Let me tell you something. He's got one call that I'm really excited about. You will be too. We're gonna save that for the second segment. But along with him, right beside him, is a good friend of mine, Steve Wakefield. Steve Wakefield is with the Fishers of Men Tournament Trail, and normally he would come on here and talk about the Fishers of Men. We're gonna talk a little bit about Fishers of Men.
About that, yes.
But you're on here to talk about another upcoming tournament that's to help the boys and girls.
Yep, it's a tournament this Saturday on Percy Priest out of Fate Sanders. The proceeds go to 100% of the proceeds, entry fees, go to the Boys and Girls Club of Rutherford County.
That is a great cause in itself.
Yeah, very much
now,
so.
Can you explain, Steve, what is the Boys and Girls Clubs? What does it do? I mean, well, how are they made up?
A lot of it is mostly volunteers.
Right.
A friend of mine, Jeff Hollingshead, who fished with us, he serves on the board down there. They do a lot of things for the kids.
By the way,
They have
he's one of the
places.
owners of Smyrna Ready Mix, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little concrete
We thought
company.
we'd just
Yeah.
help him out there a little bit.
But they provide programs for the kids to basketball, football, all kinds of sports, and different things to help the kids and for the kids to do and take care of them and keep them out of hopefully trouble.
Well, I know for a fact because I got to work with Little Hoppy Jr.
Yes.
Last year, we had the Boys and Girls Club come out, and we took them for a day of fishing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, buddy, it's wild. Now, most of these kids had never, ever been fishing in their lives, and they were like from 11 to 13 years of age. Never been fishing a day in their life. Can you imagine if you, as a fisherman or a fisher lady, had never been fishing, and you get to go? They just came by the busloads. Well, Hoppy was just out there. He said, bring them on, and we stood out there and we filmed them. We fished with them. Hoppy Jr. was making them kiss every fish that they caught. You know, a lot of those girls made some ugly faces.
Yeah.
they didn't want to kiss no fish. But it was everybody had a grand day.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. I mean, because you were catching sunfish that long, you know, and we had some boys that caught some drum and some carp and stuff like that. But, you know, everybody had a grand day. They enjoyed it. And I think that that's what we need to do. Ladies and gentlemen, if we're going to keep our heritage of hunting and fishing going, we need to get these kids involved. I'm telling you, grandparents, you're missing the boat out there. We have got to get these kids involved in the outdoors. And let me tell you something, those kids, every one of them left with the biggest smile on their face, and some of the memories and pictures that they took will last them a lifetime.
Yeah, we do. With Fisher's Men here, we do what we call a legacy tournament.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
true.
for an adult and a youth. And we have kids 5, 6 years old up to 17, 18 years old. And they have the biggest time fishing the tournament. And of course, if the younger kids beat the older kids, they're going to do a little smack talk.
A little smack
But
talking.
the kids have a great time, and it just blesses me to see them do that. And I enjoy that more than.
Well, I'm going to tell you
doing
something,
others.
Matthew. I've been to some of their tournaments, and they've got some 5 and 6 year old little boys and girls that are out there, and they've got Strike King and you know,
Yeah,
it's
they're
everywhere. They got the garb on, they got the bling, and they're looking good. You know,
They're ready.
I'm going
They're
to throw
ready.
my 2 cents in on this. Me being a police officer, this is important.
It is important.
to get children involved. They're our next generation. It's an important. I appreciate what y'all are doing. It's a
Thank
good
Well,
thing.
Well, my grandparents told me a long time ago, nothing good comes out of 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Absolutely.
you know, if you're up there texting and you're doing the games and everything, there's nothing good coming from that. But you teach a kid to fish, and then and then ask them to pass it on.
Yeah.
That's what my grandfather told me. He said, "Son, I'll teach you how to fish." He said, "But you got to promise me to pass it on."
Pass it
And
on.
Yeah.
that's the reason, the backbone of why I like the show, to do the show,
Yeah.
is I want to keep passing it on. I want guys like you to shine, and guys
Yeah.
like you to shine, and maybe somebody will look up to
Bring
you as
them
a
up,
hero,
Right.
because you're out there as a police officer. You go into schools all the time. Kids look up to you.
And they need. I'm sure y'all have. There's not a lot of father figures in a lot of the homes, and
Yeah.
they need that out
they
there.
need that. We have anglers that just grab neighbors' kids,
That's
borrow
awesome.
kids,
Yeah.
and you know they may not have a father, or their father can't take them, and they'll bring them and fish with them,
That's awesome.
and just.
Well,
bring
I
'em
got
out
to
there
harp
for the
on
day,
one
and they
other
love
thing
it.
before we go to break, and
Right.
that is Easter Seals does a fantastic
Yes.
job
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Kathy Breland and those fine folks at Easter Seals, what they do is they take these wheelchair bound or handicap bound children, and they only get one day a year to fish.
Yeah.
And we're asking for volunteers. You can contact me at Hugh at southernwoodsandwaters.com, I'll get you in touch with the folks there, but they need more boaters. We need more boaters that are willing to take a handicapped child and one of their workers. So you're not going to be stranded with a child that you don't, a special needs child that you don't know how to handle. They will always have somebody there that knows what to do with you. But you carry them out there and you have them a grand day of fishing.
Yeah.
And they're only given one day. So come on, guys, gals. I mean, we get to fish anytime we really want to. These
Yeah,
kids get one
absolutely,
day.
yeah.
And I think we all need to step up to the plate. Remember, contact me at Hugh at southernwoodsandwaters.com, and I'll get you in touch with Kathy Breland at Easter Seals, and she'll fix you guys right up. Hey, we got to take our first break. When we come back, we're going to have our segment here with Matthew, and we're going to talk about some certain calls that I think you're really going to like. Hurry back to more Southern Woods and Waters.